Before we ever had cell phones, your day began gently. You opened your eyes, and nothing was asking for you yet. Your body arrived first, then the world. Time didn't feel like something chasing you. You left the house and stayed gone. No check-ins, no updates. And if someone wanted you, they waited. And that waiting felt normal. Before cell phones entered our lives, childhood lived outside. Fresh air filled your lungs, and grass stains told stories. You lost track of time without worrying about it, and came home when the streetlights said so. Silence didn't feel uncomfortable back then. You stared out of windows, laid on the floor, watched shadows move across the wall, and somehow, ideas came. Games formed. Entire worlds appeared from nothing at all. Such creativity. Before we had cell phones in our hands, we remembered things. Phone numbers lived in our heads. Addresses. Directions. And if you forgot something, you figured it out. Or you'd ask somebody. You tried, and your mind stayed active. Writing mattered. Notes passed in class. Lists on paper. Letters that took time to arrive. Your handwriting carried emotion. And every curve said something about you with intention. Before cell phones invaded our space, relationships and love were imperfect, but present. Moments weren't shared with strangers. Arguments ended without witnesses, and love happened face to face. Messy, human, but private. Family sat together. People talked over each other. As stories wandered, laughter stayed at the table. No glowing screens, no child disappearing into a device while life happened around them. Before we had cell phones pulling at us all day, your nervous system rested more often. You weren't stretched thin from moment to moment. Pleasure came slower, and because of that, it stayed longer. Creativity didn't need assistance. You didn't scroll to feel inspired. You just sat with yourself until something showed up. An imagination rose out of stillness. Before we had cell phones telling us where to be, being unreachable felt peaceful. You weren't anxious about missing something. You were exactly where you were, and that was enough. Sometimes I think about our children, and what it would feel like for them to experience that same air, that slowness, that freedom to disappear into a day without being tracked or pulled apart, to grow up without performing themselves, to make mistakes without an audience, to discover who they are before being told who to be. This was never about longing for the past. It's about noticing what shaped us before everything went digital. Something subtle moved through those days. Nothing dramatic, just a way of being that didn't rely on constant input to feel real. It faded without a warning, one convenience at a time, one small trade we barely noticed, until the quiet thinned out, and the pace never slowed back down. And maybe the way forward is slower than we think. A quieter walk. A conversation without a device in your hand. Choosing presence over speed. Choosing people over automation. Or purpose over convenience. Shit, I won't even use the self-checkout at the grocery store. I had to explain to a young clerk pushing me in that direction that these things are coming for your job one day. And it's the little things like that. The subtle takeover until nothing's left. And it starts there. The small decisions. Refusing the pace that disconnects you. And finding your true frequency again. The one that isn't programmed. The one that isn't rushed. A more peaceful purpose. A rhythm that belongs to you. Not fighting the world. Just stepping back into your own timing. And letting that be enough. In Marrakesh.